Hello, my loves. Welcome to a new Pick a Card reading. Today, we're going to get you clarity on your person's most recent thoughts and feelings of you. So this can be your twin flame, soulmate, beloved, specific person. We're going to get in deep on how they truly think and feel about you. So if you're new to this channel, I am Dr. V. It is so wonderful to have you here. A big warm welcome to all of the new subscribers, as well as to everyone who's already part of this family. You know how much you all mean to me. I so cherish you. I'm so grateful to be here to do these readings for you because it's my absolute passion and purpose to serve this community. So thank you for being here, and let's get right into your reading. So today I have a pick a spirit animal reading, and as always I give you 3 groups, so you have many options to choose your group. You can choose from 1, 2, 3, or you can choose them all and take the messages that resonate. I will read to you everything it says on each of these cards, and you'll be able to see which animal spirit guide it is. And then we will also be assigning zodiac signs to each group. So some people like to choose their own and their persons and combine those readings as well. Just trust your intuition. Be gentle with yourself. There is no right or wrong answer here. But if you're at that place where you just want to get specific guidance on what's going on between you and your special person, then I recommend that you do the live reading experience with me. I'm one of the few people who offers this because I really do believe in the power of live readings. I love seeing you on video call. I love connecting with you, and Spirit can answer all of your questions right there in real time. It's very healing, transformative, and you get so much information. We can video record it so you have it forever, and you'd be surprised at how much you learn upon each viewing. So that's one option. The other option is video recorded readings, and if you go to livetarot.com/readings, you can see my entire menu right there. For those of you who love to pull oracle cards at home, I've created 2 decks, the Twin Flame Oracle, which I use in every reading here on YouTube. That's my love deck. And the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur, which is my business, money, and career deck. These are on major sale right now. I believe they're at the lowest price we've ever offered. I think it's like $15.99. And they are at Amazon FBA with free shipping, as well as my website with free shipping. So all of the links are in the box below. Okay, so let's take a deep breath and let's see which one of these are you most guided to. So for group number 1, we have the Raccoon Inventor. Decide on what you really want. You have the ingenuity to claim it. Avoid being the trickster and practice integrity. You have many roles and can juggle them well. Group number 2, we have the Loon Intuitive. Listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. So that's what the loon looks like. In group number 3, we have the Wolf Pathfinder. Release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. And that is the Wolf. Let's go ahead and get zodiac signs. So for group number 1, we have Capricorn, Taurus, Sagittarius, and Cancer. Group number 2, we have Libra, Leo, Pisces, and Aries. And for group number 3, we have Virgo, Gemini, Scorpio, Aquarius. Okay, go ahead and make your choice, and we will get started with group number 1. Beautiful group 1 that chose the raccoon, as well as Capricorn, Taurus, Sagittarius, and Cancer. Let's see. What are their recent thoughts and feelings of you? So we'll start with oracle cards. Then we will do your tarot. And stay with me till the end, because we will also find out who is your spirit guide for your advice from Spirit for this reading. And let's see what they have to say to you. Deceit. Conflicted. Decisions, hot and cold, multiple choices. Embrace your emotions. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. Gratitude. Be grateful for all you have. Okay. So I'm getting a couple of energies here. There's definitely a deep sense of conflict, inner conflict, and turmoil that your person is right now going through in their recent thoughts and feelings about you. Now, this is the first card that came out, and it is putting forth a very powerful energy. And I feel like it depends on what your journey is. For some of you, this person is coming through as deceit because there is a third party involved somewhere. Okay, and that is the reason why they are conflicted, why they may be acting hot and cold towards you. And because, look at this last one, multiple choices. So for some of you, there is a third party situation involved here, whether it's on their side or on both of your sides. And that is where they're feeling very deeply conflicted, because even though they love you, they feel like they are either lying to the other person, being deceitful with the other person, not being honest with the other person, and that makes them feel very hot and cold. That makes them feel very conflicted inside, because they don't want to be deceitful. Okay, they don't want to have to hide or lie. So they feel very trapped in that situation, and it's emotionally draining them because they don't know how to navigate their way out of it quite just yet. Okay, for others of you where this is not a third party, this person, there's something in them where they are lying to themselves and lying to you about what is going on in their internal world. They are conflicted in some way, but it doesn't have to do necessarily with a third party. It has to do with their own internal state, okay? And I feel like for some of you, that can include a third party that's non-romantic, as in there's some sort of a block within them, within their lives, whether it's financial, whether it's abundance, whether it's family obligations, or whether it's just their internal resistance. You know, sometimes people say they want love, but when love arrives and it's standing there in front of them, they feel conflicted. They cannot openly embrace it because there's something that they're lying to themselves about. Either it is a trauma that they haven't healed, it is a block, where they say they want something, but when it arrives, they realize they really don't want it and they were lying to themselves. Or there's something about them that feels uncomfortable in the vulnerability of love. So they might say, oh yes, in theory, I want love, I want a relationship, I want a partner. But when you showed up in their life, they resisted because they didn't want that vulnerability, because that means that they would have to show up, right? And there's something in them that is still lying to themselves about their ability to be real, to be in this, to show themselves, to share themselves with you. That is why I feel like this person definitely does struggle with embracing their emotions. See, don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. So this person might be somebody who tends to repress their feelings, because when they feel something for someone, they feel it very deeply. This person could be somebody who is very sensitive inside. They might put up a tough exterior. They might act like they don't care. They might act like they're cold or distant, but that is a defense mechanism for how soft they are inside and how deeply they feel emotions. They struggle. They're struggling right now to embrace their emotions for you instead of running away from those emotions or resisting or rejecting those emotions for you. And I think that is one of their primary struggles right now. And embracing those emotions and not pushing them down or repressing them is central, whether this is a third party or not. Either way, whatever this person's situation is, they, like I said, they said they wanted love. They wanted the freedom to love, to have real love in their life. But when that arrived through you, they are very grateful for it. You've been a breath of fresh air. You've been an amazing presence in their life. They're truly grateful. I think you've changed them and evolved them in many ways, but they're still struggling to embrace those emotions, to acknowledge those emotions, to not fight or push back or resist the emotions that they are feeling. And like I said, it doesn't matter if it's a third party external block or if it's their own internal blocks. That tendency to repress, to push back, to not be able to fully live in those emotions is something they struggle with. Okay, let's go deeper. What else is going on in their recent thoughts and feelings about you? Two of Pentacles, the Sun, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Wow, very Pentacles heavy reading here. The Devil. Wow. Okay. So this person is definitely right now very, very engulfed and invested deeply into their practical life, okay? This is not somebody right now who is living in their emotions, okay? Again, with the Sun's energy, I feel like you have been an absolute ray of light, breath of fresh air, beautiful energy that they are truly grateful for. I don't think this, whatever the situation is right now, it has nothing to do with you. This person feels that you have done everything right. There's nothing that you have done that is wrong. And they're very grateful for the way that you have handled them, the way that you have handled the relationship. You have been so graceful. You've been generous. You've been mature. You've been kind. They feel that you have done your part and there is no kind of complaint they have or any kind of anything that they have against you. I feel like this person is right now trying to, again, repress their emotions, set their emotions aside and focus on the realities of their life. And unfortunately, it feels like for now, they are trying to figure out their external world and make the right choices in that world, whether it is a third-party situation or, like I said, some sort of internal or external block. They feel like they have to clean up certain messes first before they can fully let this sun, fully let you into their life, because otherwise you will just become an addiction and a temptation, but they won't be able to actually live in that love, if that makes sense. And they don't want you to be this devil's energy to them. They don't want you to be some sort of addiction or temptation. They want you to be real. They want to give you something real. They don't want you to be sidelined. They don't want you to be standing there, or they don't want to push you to the sidelines of their life because they can't give you something real. So you become some sort of fantasy addiction. You become some sort of fantasy obsession. You become a fantasy temptation, always there, but never really real. Never real. Just there, almost like a tempting ghost. And they don't want to do that to you because they feel like right now their life doesn't allow the space for you to be real. It only allows for you to be this. And they feel like that is not right. That's not good. They don't want to hurt you that way. Knight of Pentacles plus Page of Pentacles. This tells me that this person has certain responsibilities in life. Okay. They may be struggling financially. They may be looking for stability, job growth, job change. They might have children or family obligations that they are financially responsible for, and that also adds a lot of stress to their life, okay? Especially if they are in a third-party situation, if they are committed to somebody else and they're living in a family situation with children involved, that's another thing that weighs on their mind. Again, that also, if that's the case, then obviously you are a temptation, right? You are a temptation that they cannot afford to have if they're trying to figure out their family situation, okay? Or their life situation, their job situation, or their financial stability. And that is why we're not seeing Cups energy here. It's almost like right now they have to shut down their emotions. They have to be practical. They have to make practical decisions. Two of Pentacles. They need to make practical life decisions. And they need to decide if they can create a space, a life where you get what you deserve. Like as in you get the place in their life that you deserve to have. Not as this temptation. Not as this fantasy. But as something real. And then they can open up the emotional side. Right now, it's all just practical. The emotional side has been shut down. What else is going on? In their recent thoughts and feelings. Vibration, rise above, release, First star. Okay, so yeah, this person, they definitely want a new beginning with you. Okay, that is what they dream of. That is the temptation. That is the fantasy. They definitely want a new beginning with you. But they know that in order to have that, they're going to have to raise themselves into a better place. They have to raise their energy, their positivity, their vibration, their life. Something has to shift. There are certain dramas and obstacles that they need to rise above from. whether it's a third party externally, whether it's their own blocks internally. There is some sort of drama and obstacle that is going on that they may not be telling you about in detail. Okay, you might know something, but you may not know what those details are. But it's really bringing them down into a low vibration right now. And they so want to rise above and release it. So whatever is holding them back right now, they are extremely dedicated to rising above and releasing those tensions. See, loosen your hold, relax, unwind, release fear, anxiety, and doubt. So this is all about them clearing their life, clearing their energy, clearing their blocks, releasing and rising above everything in their practical world so that they can finally open up that emotional energy and have that fresh start here with you. New opportunity, release the past. They want this new beginning. This is just like the Judgment card, right? In tarot. So this is really beautiful. So let's see who is your spirit guide and what do they want you to know? Archangel Michael, trusting heaven, you are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. So beautiful. I love that. Love that. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I have created and used in this reading. They are available with free shipping both on my website as well as Amazon FBA. All of the links are in the box below. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe and give this video a like. It's absolutely free. It takes a second and you have no idea how much it helps me and the channel. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 2 that chose the Loon, as well as Libra, Leo, Pisces, and Aries. Let's see, what are their recent thoughts and feelings of you? So we're going to start with oracle cards. Then we will do your tarot. And stay with me till the end because we'll be finding out who is your spirit guide for this reading and what is their special message to you. Attachment. Nourish, self-growth, self-focused, soul-finding. Love makes the difference. Love can help heal past hurts and provides a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. New beginnings. Begin your new life. Wow, this is really beautiful. Okay, so I feel like this person, in their most recent thoughts and feelings of you, they feel like you've both reached some sort of a turning point in this connection. This person is deeply attached to you, okay? They are very deeply emotionally invested in you and in this connection. Yet, for some reason, even though the feelings are there, the love is there, the emotional investment is there, you guys have had your ups and downs. Okay, this could be for some of you a more volatile relationship, not because you don't love each other, but I feel like because you do, because there is a very strong magnetic chemistry, but I also feel that there is a polarity between the two of you. As in, for many of you, you might be almost like opposite energies in the sense that there's a polarity. And so that magnetism draws you to each other very, very intensely and very strongly. But then because you guys have some sort of, you could be opposite energies, you could have a lot of differences, that also leads to some volatility. So there's nothing boring in this relationship. I feel like this connection is high chemistry, high intensity. And you know, for better or worse, right? Because sometimes high intensity, high chemistry also brings, you know, a lot of highs and lows, right? So there's always pros and cons to everything. But I feel like this person right now is feeling like maybe you have reached a more stable place. Like they're feeling like they have removed the mask. Okay, both of you are removing your masks. You're behaving much more authentically over time, even though there's been volatility, ups and downs. They feel like you both are now very authentic with each other. Like you don't wear a mask anymore with each other. They've seen the good, bad, and ugly in you. You've seen the good, bad, and ugly in them. And now there seems to be a peace that is coming from that. There's a sense of nourishment. Again, even though you guys may have had volatility, this person is very inspired by the fact that you, group 2, nourish yourself in the sense that you do believe in growing, evolving. You believe in up-leveling yourself, being a better person, being a better partner to this person. Whether you guys are in a day-to-day partnership, whether it's more of a soul connection, whatever the case is, this person has also been able to grow and evolve because they see it modeled through you. Like you have set an example and it makes them want to grow and evolve as well. And so that's why I feel like something has happened recently between the two of you that feels like it's the beginning of some sort of a new cycle. That's what this person is feeling. It's like after a certain cycle of volatility, there may have been breakups, there may have been makeups, silence, people withdrawing, people coming back, reunions. There's been some sort of a cycle like that, which now seems like in this person's thoughts and feelings of you is becoming more stable. Okay, because I feel like, see, love can help heal past hurts and provides a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. So you guys have been trying to heal past hurts between the two of you. And there seems to be something that is working there. Either things have calmed down between the two of you and you're settling into a more secure place in the connection. You're not being triggered as much. They're not being triggered as much. You guys are understanding each other's core issues better. You're understanding each other's core personalities as well as your differences a lot better. So that is why I feel like this person is starting to feel more of a sense of security with you. They're starting to feel more calm. If this is somebody who's like more on the avoidant attachment style and they're used to kind of shutting down or disappearing or, you know, running when things get intense, I feel like this person is starting to not do that anymore. Like they're running a lot less. They're shutting down a lot less. Of course, you know, there's always going to be something, but I feel like this person in their thoughts and feelings of you, they're not as triggered anymore to run or shut down. They're starting to feel a sense of security. Okay. They're starting to feel a sense of stability. That's why I feel like there's a turning point that this relationship is now reaching or has reached or is about to reach very soon. This is very, very positive right here. I'm just loving the energy of this card because I feel like this person is starting to feel very secure and safe. And they want you to feel the same way. So they're also trying to show up for you in a way, or they intend to show up for you in a way that makes you feel more safe as well. And with this new beginning, see, I feel like this is why this is the end result of that. It's like this person really feels like there's some sort of a turning point in an old cycle of past hurt that is making them feel like this is a new beginning for you guys, like a new cycle, a much more positive one. So let's go deep. What else is going on? Let's go deeper into their thoughts and feelings of you. Six of Wands, beautiful. The World. Nine of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. The Sun. Okay, yeah, see, this is really beautiful energy. I am just covering this card here because it has like body parts showing, and I don't want YouTube to have a problem with that. So, okay. Look at this beautiful central energy here of the Nine of Pentacles. This person, see, they are incredibly inspired by you, by your independence, your lack of neediness, your lack of dependence on them. See, this is why I feel like this person is the kind of person who feels more attachment, and we're getting another confirmation of this attachment energy right here through this Four of Pentacles, right? They feel incredibly attached to you, deeper and deeper, more and more emotionally, physically, mentally attuned to you, aligned with you, wanting to hold on to you, invested in you because of your independence, okay? Because of your Nine of Pentacles independence. So this person is very aware that you don't need them, okay? You don't need them. You just deeply want, love, and desire them. And that makes all the difference for this person. Because see, we're getting the World card right here. I feel like this person feels very complete with you. They feel a completion energy with you. Like you are not perfect. Nobody is perfect, but you are somehow perfect for them. You know, like it's like they feel like what you are, the way you show up in this relationship works for them, because they're the kind of person that desires you more, feels more deeply attached to you, the more independent you are. Okay, so this is not the kind of person that responds to neediness. You know, not that you are needy, but as in, you know, like some people, they have the kind of relationship style where they want a partner who is needy, who like relies on them, who, you know, needs them in some way, because that feeds their ego in some way, right? But this person is not like that. They love the fact that you are so strong, you are so independent, but you give them the privilege of your desire, the privilege of wanting them in your life, not needing them to save you, rescue you, or carry you, okay? And that is why they very much want to be part of your world. They very much, like, they love being part of your world because they feel like you are perfect for them, okay? You are perfect for them. And they love being part of your world. So Six of Wands, this is why they feel like you guys are progressing, you know, like it may not be the fastest moving relationship, but that's okay because it's incredibly positive. They feel like you guys are taking your time, progressing, going through some of those more volatile cycles. You know, there's been ups and downs, that's fine, but they still feel like you guys are on the right track, okay? There's a lot of light, positivity. There's a lot of belief. This person believes in you, group 2. They believe in your strength. They believe in your character. They believe and are in awe of who you are. And they want to keep moving forward with you. That's the beauty of this energy right here with the Six of Wands and the Sun. This is really lovely energy coming through here. And it's beautiful because it's also in alignment with this New Beginnings card right here. So even if you guys have had some issues in the past, even if things have felt very up and down, again, I just feel like there's something that has changed here. There's something that has evolved, and there seems to be a turning point that this person feels and maybe you feel as well. What else is in their recent thoughts and feelings? And let's see, who is your spirit guide? Observe. Masculine. Ascension, I love that. And solitude, yeah. So, yeah, this is really beautiful. I feel like for many of you, this person, if they are the divine masculine in this connection, I feel like you make this person feel more masculine. You bring masculinity, that sense of masculine pride, that sense of masculine self-respect, that there's something here that this person, if they are your masculine, they love that you bring out their true masculinity. And they need this, okay? This is the kind of energy that needs to feel that masculine presence for themselves. They need to feel that they are your masculine, and they love the fact that you bring that out in them, because it makes them feel like you guys are ascending, like you're ascending to a higher level, to a better level. Again, I love this card because it also goes back to the new beginnings. Like something is ascending. There is a turning point. Look how many confirmations we're getting in this reading that you guys have reached a turning point. This is expansion. This is evolution. Your person definitely thinks, feels, and believes that you guys are evolving, that this relationship has reached a level of security that it didn't have before, and that you also give them the space for that evolution, okay? This person has observed you very, very closely, group 2. They've observed you very deeply. They're inspired by you. This to me is like the observation of this 9 of Pentacles. They're inspired by you. And they love the fact that, again, you are so self-contained and independent and amazing that you don't even mind when they take, you know, space, time for solitude, because that's what this person needs to regulate themselves. You are never threatened by that. You don't feel abandoned. You don't need to spiral or seek reassurance or chase them. They love that. They love that you allow them that solitude and that time, and you create the space for them to come back to you, and they always, always do. So yeah, this person feels like you guys are just moving forward in a better and better way. And here is your spirit guide for this reading. Commander Ashtar, call to action. Take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. Okay, that's his message for you. And if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading. These are on big sale right now, so they are available with free shipping at my website as well as Amazon FBA. All of the links are in the box below. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe and give this video a like. It really helps me and the channel. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 3 that chose the wolf, as well as Virgo, Gemini, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Let's see, what are their recent thoughts and feelings of you? So we'll start with your oracle cards, and then we'll do your tarot. And stay with me till the end, because we'll also be finding out who is your spirit guide for this reading and what is their special message for you. Contract. Karma, consequences, cause and effect, debts. Appreciate this moment. Each and every situation has an opportunity to grow and find love. Leadership, set your goals. Okay. So I feel like this person feels this mysterious tie to you. It's almost like no matter how hard they try to understand this connection, possibly for some of you even like leave this connection because they might be committed elsewhere. For some of you, I do feel that there's a third party here. This person still feels bound to you. I feel like this person right now is going through a process where they're asking themselves, why is it that they are repetitively drawn to you? Why is it that no matter how many cycles you guys go through, there's always a return? There's always a return because this person, even if they have tried to walk away, even if they have tried to forget you because maybe they need to, they have to, maybe that's their life circumstance, I feel like they have not been able to let go. There's always something that brings them back. The first card we got is the contract card. So this is why I feel like this person, for many of you, this person feels divided because they feel that they have a soul contract with you, but they may have a legal contract with someone else. This is why I feel like for some of you, this person could be married or in some sort of other committed relationship. Or to me, because we're also getting the issue of like law and contract, for some of you, it could even be long distance, as in they are bound by the laws of a different country, immigration, unable to move geographically, right? They might be stuck in a particular location. They can't come towards you because of laws surrounding that. So take it as it resonates, whatever the block is. But I feel like there is a dual energy here because this person feels the soul contract, the contract of the heart with you, but may be legally bound somewhere else through work, geography, marital commitment, location commitment, or even housing, like a living situation commitment that also requires either breaking of a lease, breaking of a, selling of property, selling, anything that is legal and contractual that is keeping them stuck. So that is why I feel like for some of you, for many of you, you may have tried to walk away from this because you feel like this person is too stuck, like they're not able to choose you, they're not able to be available to you in the way that you want and deserve, right? So I feel like right now, this person, again, you may have tried to walk away because they're not available, or maybe you are not available. This can even be mirroring energy. You both might be having being legally bound to something else or someone else. But still, I feel like they feel like there's still something, there's some sort of a bond, a karmic bond between the two of you, a soul contract between the two of you, that you both keep coming back to each other. Okay, like it doesn't work. Every time you try to walk away, they try to walk away. You try to sever the tie, they try to sever the tie. It never lasts long. You keep returning, you keep coming back to each other because there is some sort of a contract between your souls that is deeper than any kind of legal barrier or other external contract that might be in place. And that is why this person is now starting to feel that the only way to handle this, because both of these energies here, leadership, set your goals, and each and every situation has an opportunity in it. Now this person is thinking the only way to stop this cycle and to stop the pain of having to leave and return, they don't want that. The only way to get stability now is to take leadership in this situation, is to look for the opportunity to find stability with you. Is there a solution? Is there a decision or choice that can be made here where you guys don't need to return to each other because you're already home with each other? As in, how can you actually just be together? How can whatever the obstacles or barriers are, how can they be removed? And the only way to do that is to take leadership. And this is very much like the strength card in tarot, right? Because we have a lion here. You know, how do you get courage? This is about courage, leadership, taking control of the situation, no longer letting outside circumstances keep the two of you apart. But in order to do that, it's going to require courage. It's going to require strength, conviction, appreciation of the opportunity, taking the opportunity to finally make powerful choices and move forward instead of being in the cycle of, I'm stuck, we can't give each other what we want, so we should let each other go, not being able to tolerate the pain of letting go, and then returning. There's a cycle there that this person thinks needs to be broken now in a good way. Let's go deeper. What else is going on in their recent thoughts and feelings of you? The Hermit, King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, beautiful. There's that leadership energy. There's that making new choices energy. So we're getting a confirmation there, which is really lovely. Five of Swords, Two of Swords, okay. So look at this beautiful central energy of the Ace of Pentacles right here. This is very powerful. So this is the confirmation of the fact that your person knows that it's time for a new beginning that comes from a choice to break the cycle. And if this cycle can be broken, then you have this Ace of Pentacles, which is not just an emotional beginning, but actually the beginning of a new life, like a life cycle, you know, a way to integrate into each other's lives, not just let this be an emotional connection, a connection just based on love and emotions, but not actual integration of life. See, King of Cups, this person is deeply in love with you. But maybe up till now, the connection has been more emotional rather than practical, where it's like you guys are longing for each other, you guys are in love, but it might be from a distance, it might be secret, it might be something you both hide, right? But it's all emotional and the feelings are there. But there is a struggle because we're getting the Hermit energy. So there's some sort of struggle that this is a hidden love in some way. You're not able to manifest it as an external reality. It remains like a hidden, deeply felt emotional state of being that the two of you share. But when it comes to, you know, living it out in real life, there's some sort of a hidden energy. But even as both of you have to keep the relationship separate or in solitude or in secret, there's still, the Hermit always has that lantern in his hand. There's still a desire to find the light, you know, to bring light into it, even though it feels a little bit dark right now. And the desire to shine a light is also the desire for that solution, for the leadership that we're looking at right here. How to find leadership in bringing this light permanently into this relationship so that it can come out into the light. Okay, so it doesn't have to be something that is silently held in your hearts and in your souls, right? But what it's going to require, now we're going to the other side of the central energy, into mental energy, which is Five of Swords and Two of Swords. So it's going to require dealing with ego, dealing with logical things. To me, the Five of Swords goes back to this contract if this person and you, or both, or one of you, is legally bound in some other way, then there is a desire to win that case. Kind of like, oh, you know, if I have to leave a marriage, or if I have to leave a living situation, if property needs to be sold, if, you know, finances are involved and need to be split, or I have to leave a particular region or country, then Five of Swords, I need to win that battle. Like, I need to walk away with money, victory. Like, I cannot walk away with losing money, losing my assets. That would destabilize me. So whatever this leadership is, this consequences, because see, the decision to take leadership and make some big choices or decisions are going to come with cause and effect, consequences, and perhaps debt. So that's the other thing that this person is trying to consider. Like, they don't want to incur either emotional debt or financial debt in terms of any other blocks that they have to deal with. So now they're like, okay, how can I win in the situation that I need to leave? How can I preserve my ego, my pride, my money? Two of Swords, how can I make strategic decisions? So these choices and this leadership also comes down to strategy. Not strategy about you, but strategy about whatever needs to be dealt with in order to free the path towards the two of you being together. So this person is trying to think of it in a more strategic way as well. And it's interesting because the wolf is the pathfinder, right? So this kind of goes back to the initial card that you chose this group for, Pathfinder. And this is about finding the path towards being together. Wow, that really came together powerfully. What else is in their recent thoughts and feelings? And let's see, who is your spirit guide? Chaser, mystery, compromise, runner. Oh my gosh, look at this. We got both runner and chaser. Runner and chaser. Interesting. Okay, so I feel like your person, in their recent thoughts and feelings, they absolutely want to pursue this life with you, okay? They absolutely want to pursue this Ace of Pentacles, this new life, this new beginning with you. There's still a mystery around how they are going to do this and what compromises they have to make, okay? That's where, again, we're getting the Hermit's energy. We're getting this lantern, this light of like, okay, where can we shine the light on how to solve the issues? That's where they're not quite sure yet. They're still making out the plan of how to find the path, how to remove obstacles, how not to be indebted to something else, right? How to claim a life with you without too much debt, whether it's emotional or financial, right? So the mystery right now in their minds is still about what compromises are they going to have to make, what negotiations are going to have to happen in order to have this life with you. Not negotiations with you, but negotiations with whatever other contracts or whatever other responsibilities this person may have in their life that they definitely want to leave, okay? Like they want to resolve. If they could, they would absolutely run away. You know, I think whatever they're in or whatever the obstacles are very difficult for this person, but they know they can't just run away. They have to actually work it out. They have to, Two of Swords, make strategic decisions. Even though they want to sprint away from whatever the obstacles are, they know that it can't be done that way. It has to be done responsibly. There are going to be compromises and mutual understandings. There's going to have to be contracts that are dealt with, okay? So that's where this person is right now. That's what they're working on. And your advice from your spirit guide, Hilarion, divine healing: honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. Okay, that's your message for you. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading. These are on big sale right now. Free shipping as well from my website or Amazon FBA. All of the links to everything is in the box below. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe and give this video a like. It really supports me in the channel. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all on the next one.